The story of Assassin's Creed 2 unfolds in two timelines, the present day and the Italian Renaissance past. The modern-day narrative continues from the first game, focusing on Desmond Miles, a descendant of the Assassin Brotherhood, while the historical narrative follows his ancestor Ezio Auditore da Firenze. After the harrowing events of the first game, Desmond Miles remains a captive of Abstergo Industries, the modern-day front of the Templar Order. Abstergo forces Desmond to use the Animus, a machine that allows users to relive the genetic memories of their ancestors, in order to find powerful artifacts known as Pieces of Eden. These artifacts hold immense power and are sought by the Templars to control humanity. Desmond is rescued by Lucy Stone, an undercover assassin embedded within Abstergo. She breaks him out of captivity, and together they escape to a safe house where they meet other members of the Assassin Brotherhood. Sean Hastings, the historian and analyst, and Rebecca Crane, a technician. This team has built their own version of the Animus, called Animus 2.0, designed to better train Desmond by allowing him to relive the memories of his ancestor Ezio Auditore da Firenze. Desmond agrees to undergo the training, hoping to gain the skills necessary to fight the Templars and prevent a global catastrophe foretold by the cryptic messages left by a previous Animus user, Subject 16. Through the bleeding effect, Desmond begins to absorb Ezio's abilities, preparing for the coming conflict. The heart of Assassin's Creed 2 lies in the life of Ezio Auditore da Firenze, set during the vibrant and tumultuous Italian Renaissance. Born in 1459 into a wealthy Florentine family, Ezio starts as a carefree and charismatic young man, enjoying the privileges of nobility. However, his life takes a tragic turn in 1476. His father Giovanni Auditore, along with his brothers Federico and Petruccio, are falsely accused of treason by a corrupt magistrate named Uberto Alberti. They are executed publicly, leaving Ezio devastated and furious. In his grief and rage, Ezio retrieves his father's hidden assassin equipment, including the iconic hidden blade, and kills Uberto in revenge. Realizing the danger he and his family face, Ezio flees Florence with his mother Maria and sister Claudia. On the way, they are ambushed by Vieri de Pazzi, a rival nobleman allied with the Templars, but Ezio is saved by his uncle Mario Auditore. Mario takes them to their family estate in Monteriggioni, a fortified village that serves as a base for the assassins. At Monteriggioni, Mario reveals the truth about the Assassin Brotherhood and their ancient conflict with the Templar Order. Giovanni was killed because he had uncovered a vast conspiracy orchestrated by the Templars, who seek control over Italy and the Pieces of Eden. Mario begins training Ezio to become an assassin, teaching him stealth, combat, and the Creed's philosophy. Ezio embarks on a perilous journey across Renaissance Italy to hunt down the conspirators responsible for his family's downfall. His quest takes him to iconic cities such as Florence, Venice, Forlì, San Gimignano, and Rome. Along the way, Ezio encounters numerous historical figures who aid him in his mission. Leonardo da Vinci, the famed polymath, becomes Ezio's close friend and ally. Leonardo helps by restoring and upgrading Ezio's weapons and armor, including the hidden blade and crossbow. He also deciphers ancient codex pages left by Altair ibn Lahad, an assassin from the past, which grant Ezio new skills and knowledge. Niccolò Machiavelli, the political thinker, supports Ezio's cause in Forlì. Other allies include Caterina Sforza, a noblewoman and warrior, and various members of the Assassin Brotherhood. Ezio's targets are key figures in the Templar conspiracy, including corrupt nobles and clergy. He methodically assassinates Uberto Alberti, Vieri de Pazzi, and others who played roles in his family's betrayal. His ultimate goal is to confront Rodrigo Borgia, a powerful cardinal and Templar Grand Master, who seeks the Pieces of Eden to dominate Italy and beyond. Throughout his journey, Ezio recovers several Pieces of Eden, including the Apple of Eden, a mysterious artifact with the power to control minds and alter reality. The apple is coveted by both assassins and Templars, as it represents immense power. Ezio's pursuit leads him to discover a hidden vault beneath the Vatican, which is said to contain great secrets. Rodrigo Borgia attempts to open the vault using the apple and a staff, but Ezio intervenes. They engage in a fierce battle in which Ezio is wounded but ultimately prevails. However, instead of killing Rodrigo, Ezio spares him, declaring that he has killed enough and that further bloodshed will not undo the past. When Ezio opens the vault, he finds no treasure or weapons, but instead encounters a holographic projection of Minerva, an ancient being from a precursor civilization. Minerva reveals that she brought Ezio to this place to deliver a message for the future. Desmond and his allies, living centuries later, must heed the warnings and prepare for an impending global catastrophe. The fate of humanity now rests on their shoulders. Back in the present, Desmond emerges from the Animus with new skills and knowledge gained from Ezio's memories. However, Abstergo has located the assassin's safe house and launches an attack. Desmond, equipped with a hidden blade given by Lucy, fights off the Templar forces alongside his allies Sean and Rebecca. Despite their efforts, the Templars remain a formidable threat. Desmond confronts Warren Vidic, the Abstergo scientist responsible for much of his suffering, who taunts him before escaping. The assassins are forced to abandon their hideout and seek a new safe house, continuing their struggle against the Templar Order. Assassin's Creed 2 explores themes of revenge, justice, and the cyclical nature of history. Ezio's transformation from a reckless youth to a wise assassin mirrors Desmond's growth as he embraces his heritage and destiny. The game also delves into Renaissance politics, art, and culture, enriching the narrative with historical depth. The conflict between assassins and Templars symbolizes the broader struggle between freedom and control. A timeless battle that spans centuries, the Pieces of Eden serve as a metaphor for power and its consequences, challenging players to consider the cost of domination versus liberty. Assassin's Creed 2 is a sweeping epic that combines historical adventure with a modern-day thriller. Through the eyes of Ezio Auditore da Firenze, players experience a richly detailed Renaissance world filled with intrigue, betrayal, and heroism. Meanwhile, Desmond Miles' story sets the stage for the ongoing war between assassins and Templars, with the fate of humanity hanging in the balance. The game's narrative depth, character development, and historical authenticity have made it a beloved installment in the Assassin's Creed franchise, continuing to inspire sequels and adaptations. This summary captures the essence and major plot points of Assassin's Creed 2, weaving together the dual timelines and key characters into a coherent story. If you need a more detailed scene-by-scene retelling or focus on specific characters or events, please let me know.